Welcome to Rob Talks. Today we're exploring the new moon in Cancer, happening on June 25th, 2025. And this one is about home, healing, and heartfelt intention. If you've been craving emotional reset, comfort, or deeper self-connection, this is your moon. First, let's talk a little about what this moon offers before we explore how it may impact each zodiac sign. This new moon is in Cancer, which is a water sign, ruled by the moon itself, making this lunation incredibly potent. It activates the energy of emotional safety, mothering energy, inner child healing, and creating a more soul-nourishing life. So, here's a few suggestions on how you can align with it. First up is emotional reset. Cancer reminds us to feel, not to avoid. So this is a powerful time to tend to your emotional body with softness and grace. Secondly, creating safety and sanctuary. Whether it's your physical home or your inner space, this new moon asks, what makes you feel safe? What feels like home? Next up is nurturing the self. This is a time to mother yourself, to soothe, support, and hold your own heart as you would a child. And lastly, setting intentions from the heart. This is one of the most powerful moons for intuitive manifestation. This is the time to trust what you feel, and not just what you think. Spiritually, this Cancer new moon reminds us that the strongest boundaries are built through love, and the deepest healing comes when we allow ourselves to feel safe enough to feel. This new moon does not traditionally have a name like full moons do. But if we were to give it one, it would probably be called the Heart Nest Moon, a time to retreat, replenish, and recenter your heart. Here are a few questions for reflection you may want to ask yourself. What does emotional safety mean to me? What does my inner child need to hear right now? Where do I need to soften and offer more love, to myself or others? How can I create a home, inside or outside, that feels nourishing and sacred? Now let's take a look at how this gentle, emotional new moon might be felt across the zodiac. Be sure to check both your sun and rising signs. Aries, a deep new beginning in your fourth house of home and roots. You're invited to reconnect with family, create emotional security, or build a new foundation for your inner world. Taurus, this new moon lands in your third house of thoughts and communication. Set intentions to speak from the heart and create more emotional safety in your relationships. Gemini, your second house of values and self-worth is activated. It's time to nurture your self-esteem, clarify what truly matters, and release scarcity-based beliefs. Cancer, this is your new moon, falling in your first house of self and identity. It's a beautiful moment to reset your emotional energy and begin again with authenticity and self-love. Leo, your 12th house of rest and the subconscious is calling. Take time alone, dive into spiritual healing, and listen deeply to what your soul has been whispering. Virgo, this moon highlights your 11th house of friendships and dreams. Set intentions to call in soul-aligned connections and a more emotionally fulfilling vision for your future. Libra, your 10th house of career and public purpose is in focus. It's time to align your work with your emotional truth, and to lead from the heart. Scorpio, this new moon activates your 9th house of higher wisdom and belief systems. You're being called to redefine what you believe about healing, home, and emotional freedom. Sagittarius, your 8th house of intimacy and emotional depth is lit. This is a powerful time for shadow work, inner child healing, or rewriting stories around trust and vulnerability. Capricorn, this lands in your 7th house of partnerships. It's time to bring softness into your connections, and to attract relationships rooted in emotional nourishment. Aquarius, your 6th house of health and daily rhythm is the focus. Set intentions to nurture your body and mind with more care, compassion, and consistency. Pisces, your 5th house of joy, creativity, and romance is awakened. Reconnect with the playful, tender parts of yourself, and follow what makes your heart feel alive. This new moon is your invitation to come home to yourself, with tenderness, with presence, and with love. Until next time, may your heart know that it is enough, exactly as it is. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to help us grow. Thank you.